Hey bosses, welcome back to Boss of Fridays, your go-to series to learn how to scale your business. Whether you are a startup, an experienced business, or whatever the case may be, today we are jumping into 5 ways to fund your business without doing a business loan. So, let's get into it and turn your business into $1 million business by the end of 2025. Let's go. So, the first way, and I say the number one way to fund your business without getting into a business loan is to start from your savings. And I say it's the number one way because this is how I did it, and it helped me to be debt free as far as my business. I don't have any debt. I don't owe anybody any money. I purchase what I need to purchase. I make what I make, and that's how my money is made. I started from my savings. I took about $2,000 to $2,500 and I went and did what I needed to do. The best reason why you're doing this is because you won't, like I said, you won't owe anyone any money. You won't have to go into debt by doing it. And then when you make your money back, you can just put back what you made and then move from there. Also, as you start that business, you can take anywhere from $200 to $500 and go and start a business savings account that builds interest and use that money to build interest off itself. Once you've built the interest to the amount that you put in, you can take that money and put it back into your savings and allow your money to make money for itself. I'm always telling people to get a high yield savings account, whether it's your personal account or your business account. And me personally, for my childcare business, my mom and I actually just went to open up a high yield savings account for our childcare business so that money can make money off of itself. Again, the number one, which is my go-to, start your business from your savings or your income taxes or whatever the case may be. That's the number one way that I suggest starting your business. So the second way to fund your business without going into debt is ghost funders. Ghost funders are essentially people that you know who will support your dream. Thinking family, friends, whomever, and you go to them, you say, hey, I'm trying to start a business, this and the third, and they invest money into you and your business, your dream, without expecting repayment or any portion of your business. It's solely I believe in you type of investment, okay? And you do this by being very much transparent. Hey, I'm going to start we're going to go with my consulting business. I'm going to start a consulting business, or better yet, let's go with my Jazz Styles company. I want to start this Jazz Styles company business because I'm very good at arts and crafts. I want to design things. I want to make t-shirts, shoes, brands, this and the third. And right now, I don't have the funding to do that. Would you be willing to invest X, Y, and Z? You ask how much you want to invest, and ask them if they would be willing to invest anything. And you take their money, and remember, it's no strings attached money. It's just, I'm giving this to you because I want to see you succeed. Now, what I'm not telling you to do is to harass your friends and family and say, hey, yo, I need this money and I need it quick. We're not doing that. Also, you want to be careful too, because some people, let's say they gave you $25 to start your business and your business blew up overnight, and they will sit there and say, well, you wouldn't have this is one for me. Be mindful of those people. No, you're not going to always know who they are right off the bat. Everybody does not say it right off the bat. But then also just kind of be mindful. I'm grateful that I'm in a position that if I need anything at any time, I can always go to my parents. My father bought that embroidery machine for Jazz Styles company because I am more so, if I'm not sure I'm going to make the money back, I don't want to spend it. He dropped $500 and bought that machine, and I spent maybe $50 about thread rack, and this and the third. So I don't even use that machine as much as all the plans I made is just sit there and look at me. But my daddy never brings it up. He knows when he wants something made, I can make it for him, and that's that. So you may have an opportunity where your ghost funders are your parents, or any other family member or cousin or a friend or an acquaintance. But make sure that they understand, there are no strings attached, and make sure that you don't run into that problem, which you never know, if somebody's going to bring that back up. But that is a suggestion that I suggest, having you a ghost funder or a few ghost funders. You can also do apps like GoFundMe and things like that. You say what your plan is and people donate. It's called crowdfunding. That's just what that is. So the third option is the option that everybody is obsessed with, and that is grants. Why grants? Grants are literally free money. It's just like scholarships in school, money that you don't have to pay back. They are free. You go to SBA.gov, SAM.gov, grants.gov, any and everywhere you can go and seek for grant money to do these things. You can do independent grantees, different organizations, and all of the things. Everybody essentially is offering grants. But that can be the upside and the downside, because everybody is essentially offering grants, which means everybody is applying for grants and they're kicking your butt. But then also, grants are not a hard thing to write. Literally, have a mission, have a vision, be able to tell your story, and apply for the grant. You never know what happens. And I make this my number 3 because while I'm saving, I could be submitting mini grants all the time. I tell my clients all the time, while I'm saving money for this, or when I started while I was saving money for this, I'm submitting mini grants. Mini grants range anywhere from $250 to $5,000. Some people consider a mini grant to cap out at $2,000. It just depends on what you're doing. And you have those startup grants. People think, well, I'm a startup. But and also, some startup grants expect you to have at least $500,000 in generated revenue. If I had that type of money, I would not need your grant. But also, sometimes we just want that extra cushion, right? So, write a grant. Do the mini or micro grants, however you want to call them. Do them and do them as much as possible. You can submit, because some of them are very, very short. So you can submit anywhere from 2 to 8 per day. Set a goal, write the grant. And depending on what the grant is, you can reuse the same story over and over again. Right? It's super easy. If you're feeling nervous about doing the grant, you can go check out a previous video where I talked about the grants or the business plan. Writing your business plan literally gives you the answers to any grant questions that they can answer. Go check out my previous video where I talked about how to craft a great business plan. That will help you get through your grant writing process. So the fourth way of starting your business without getting yourself in any type of debt or getting a loan is bartering or trading. Trade your services for services. Literally, support for support, okay? Go to somebody and say, hey, friend, you're great at making websites. I'm great at making logos. Can you make me a website free of charge, and I'll make you a logo free of charge? Or you need something to start off with. If this person has this and you can provide a service, hey, if I do this service for you, can you give me this item to help you build where you're trying to go? Listen, we all know that I'm all about collaboration. Like, my heart is in philanthropy. Partner with the people you need to partner with. Case in point, I have a guy right now. He and I met after my brother died, and he does t-shirts. I didn't know he did t-shirts up until like the first time we hung out. He brought it up. I was like, okay, cool. And he also has a clothing line, and I have a clothing line. So we did uniform for uniform. He has 2 of my J Styles Fitness gears from J Styles Fitness jogger line, suits or whatever, and he's making me from his collection. So that's each of us promoting each other's brand and also promoting the work that we do. So when he posted his stuff online, he tagged my business in it. Was like, hey, you want a nice tracksuit, thick, this and the third, wear this. He actually just went out of town for a funeral, had on my suit. Somebody asked about it. He posted something that I was doing, and then somebody he knew, or I think it was his sister, ended up getting me to make a cup for his daughter. So that was promoting my J Styles Company business. And the tracksuits in itself was promoting both J Styles Company and J Styles Fitness. And then he just called me today saying, hey, somebody's looking for a grant writer, and I know you do X, Y, and Z. That's Jasmine Styles Consulting. Literally, collaborating and trade for trade, work for work helps you promote yourself. I wouldn't say this week alone. Today's the 15th. And I have gotten 8 clients in the last 11 days. And all of them had been suggested to me by either previous clients or people who knew of what I do. And maybe 2 of them found me online. So, case in point, right now, somebody's blowing up my TikTok because they saw a TikTok video of mine. And I think they were led there by somebody else who was talking about my work. So, yeah. Trade for trade. Free, free, free. Collaboration is always the best. Partnership is key. So the last tip will be selling unused things or starting a side hustle. And now I don't really want to call it starting a side hustle because you can have a side hustle that turns into a literal business. So like selling things. If you have something sitting around your house right now that's collecting dust, get rid of it. Use the money. Case in point, I have a sewing machine right here. Right? Down, please. And I have an embroidery machine. My embroidery machine also sews. Literally, I could sell that sewing machine for about $500. And that'll be $500 that goes to Jazz Styles Company. And I can use that for whatever else I have going on. I have sublimation tumblers and things in here I haven't had time to use to make money off of. I can sell that to other customizing business who I know use those things. I have plenty of products in here I can just sell off to somebody else. It'll still make me a quick bang buck for Jazz Styles Company, and I can use Jazz Styles Company to go buy me a bigger embroidery machine. I mean, that funny to go buy me a bigger embroidery machine. Sell off the stuff that you don't need. If it's collecting dust, let it go. If you can get a quick penny off of it, do it. And that will fund your business. Simple. So, let's do a recap. 5 ways to start your business without a loan and without getting yourself in debt. All right? Number 1, start from your savings. Always the way to go. Number 2, do a ghost funder. They are great if you need them. Anybody will support your dream, okay? Number 3, grants. Everybody know about grants. Grants. You can literally Google a grant. Number 4, trade for trade, okay? Trade for trade. Let's get into it. Number 5, sell off stuff you no longer need, and that could be your startup money. Okay? That's it. So, what I want you to do, like, comment, subscribe, and share this video. Leave in the comments which option you think works best for you, which one you'll potentially use. And I also want you to remember, every business started from a dream and a plan. And it only excelled because they put in action. Never said it didn't fail. I said it only excelled because they put in action. If you stop working, the dream doesn't happen. If you keep pushing through, you never know what happens. I literally started my business in 2020. I came up with the dream in 2020. I think I got my LLC in 2021 for Jasmine Styles Consulting. And 2025 is the year that I put myself on salary. You got to put in the work and speak into existence. I know a lot of people who started business when I did and just stopped. I'm still going. And not just with one business, with multiple businesses. I am currently on salary for 2 of my LLCs. I plan to be on salary for 2 more by the end of the year. And I have 6 businesses. So, the goal is to have 15 streams of income by the end of the year, guys. If you stop working, the dream dies. That's just what it is. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share this video to anyone and everyone, and I will catch you guys on Sunday. If I opened up and caved in, would you hurt me, baby?